Throughout the week here at the Republican National Convention, the specter of Hurricane Isaac has hovered over the proceedings. They've flashed up on the big screen the number for the Red Cross so people can make donations. My co-anchor, Bill Weir, is on the scene there in the aftermath down in New Orleans. Bill?
Well, Terry, wonder of wonders, we're actually getting a glimpse of the moon over New Orleans tonight for the first time since the storm rolled in. And for the 1 million people without power, they will take all the light that they can get. I actually had a experience to be over this city today and met a couple who really exemplify Isaac's aftershock.
This is just to document what Hurricane Isaac is doing to our area.
That is the voice of Dottie Daniels, and over there is the house of Dottie and Murray Daniels. But that's not their white car. No, that was put there by the wind-churned Lake Pontchartrain. This afternoon, after a couple days of this hell and high water, the Daniels loaded a suitcase and their 20-year-old cat into the basket of a Coast Guard helicopter. And when they touched down, they were still shaking their heads at Isaac's surprising power.
The storm surge came up so fast that nobody expected anything like that, and we've never seen anything like that back. I've never seen anything like that in my time.
That is Coast Guard Lieutenant Caitlin Mitchell-Worster. She and her crew have spent the last couple days plucking the wet and surprised out of Isaac's aftermath. But she did have enough time to show me around the American water world that is southern Louisiana today, and the trip was proof that zip code affluence doesn't matter to Mother Nature. I saw mansions in Slidell and shacks in Plaquemine Parish sharing equal misery.
Isaac left such a mess out here, and the Daniels, they actually live in a town called Laplace, which is a complete disaster zone. It was the site of so much human drama today. And for the latest details, let's go to ABC's Matt Gutman.
Communities in exodus across Louisiana today, the faces of desperation, young, old, frightened, yet relieved as the rescuers arrive.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Scared.
Tens of thousands on the move as the waters continue to rise, faster than they could flee.
4, command.
In Laplace, Louisiana, thousands of National Guardsmen, police, sheriff's deputies, and volunteers launching what looked like an amphibious assault. Through water so deep, this deer could barely keep its antlers above the water. In Mississippi, tornadoes spawned by Isaac landed, crushing this house. The flooding and rain have swallowed up communities whole. My crew and I spent the day in Laplace, Louisiana, where more than 3,100 residents were evacuated and helter-skelter rescued by helicopter and boat. We set out in the dead of night to link up with Alpha Team of the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries.
We've been driving through about 3 feet of water. This place is nearly impassable. All the roads in and out, except for one, apparently, are out.
Finally, at dawn, we found Agent Wayne Parker, a veteran of Hurricane Katrina. With 10 shallow draft boats, we rowed towards developments entirely submerged.
Is it going down in it, do you know?
I think it's still on the rise, just a tad.
We found an eerie scene, even rescuers shocked.
Still rising an inch an hour.
An inch an hour. Of course, we went through Katrina, but we didn't have the flooding.
Right.
We've never had this before. Never.
While the fortress of levees rebuilt around New Orleans in the wake of Hurricane Katrina kept the city safe, some of the smaller surrounding communities were swamped as their own local levees failed to protect them. The water relentless. This woman wading through in search of her father.
He's right here on the corner, 629 Gardenia.
You stayed here thinking that this would be safe?
Yeah, because it usually never floods, yeah. It didn't flood for Katrina.
Most homes had been abandoned.
Anyone there?
The deluge rising 4 inches an hour, now lapping over street signs, the tops of mailboxes and cars barely poking out of the water. While most of her neighbors had been ferried to safety, Anna McClung stayed.
My house is ruined. It's okay because we're out. Now I just have to get in touch with my husband to let him know that we're okay. It was really stupid for me to wait this long last night, and I'm very glad that I have family and friends that were able to help us last night.
Now she was still trying to salvage some of her belongings. She and her family boarded our boat and we ferried her to safety. So many we found at this transfer center carried only the clothes they were wearing and beloved pets. And amidst the cold and the damp and the loss...
You lost everything.
I lost everything. It was really scary. This is the worst it's ever been. I've never seen it like that.
While to the north of New Orleans, a new anxiety today, tens of thousands more people told to evacuate when a dam threatened to break.
Sometimes the keepsakes are more important than the furniture, you know?
ABC's Ryan Owens was there as families were given just 90 minutes to gather all that was dear to them and flee.
Ma'am, give me some idea what you're bringing here.
Pictures, baby pictures of me, my siblings, my children, my sister's children.
How stressful is this? You have very little time.
Very, very stressful.
The worry that a breach would send the 700-acre lake spilling over. And tonight, engineers are using pumps to try to relieve pressure on that swollen dam.
And we were lucky to get out of there. That back road that we took to get in was even more flooded on the way out. Now, we spoke with some of those rescuers who have gone back in. They say that pretty much everybody who wanted to get out and be evacuated has been. Still, the National Guard is going to go back in using thermal technology to make sure nobody was left behind in an evacuation area. Bill?
Matt, many thanks. So much work to do, so many stories to tell, and ABC's Extreme Weather team will keep doing just that tomorrow morning on Good Morning America.